Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this year's 25th episode of the Spartan Show. This week we are visited by Director Brian Cashdollar, distance runner Hannah Wappes, and sprinter Austin Roberts of the track and field team. We are also joined by Cody Loucks and Dillion McFaddin of the golf team. Both will be updating us on their seasons. Stay tuned.
Director of Cross Country and Track and Field, Brian Cashdollar, is now on set with us. Can you give us an update on how the outdoor tracking season has been shaping up?
It's been good so far. It's been cold, but this last weekend we were able to go down to Division III championships in DePaul and had some great performances there. So we're doing the right things. It's just a matter of getting the right weather in order to accomplish those things.
All right, you spoke about the championships. How did you feel that your team performed in taking home a 4th overall?
Well, the men were 4th and the women were 2nd, and we view any meet throughout the season kind of the same, and that's opportunity for benchmarks on how we're doing in terms of training, and at the same time trying out different things with the athletes. The team performances through the championship this last weekend was great, and we definitely fared well against the competition, but it's the team performances aren't necessarily my concern at this moment. That'll be in 2 weeks when we head to the conference championships. Then the team points really matter.
All right, so just one more invitational before the HCAC championship. What is the focus for the team moving on into this crucial part of the season?
The focus, I talked to the team today about the goal for this weekend is to come through it healthy and ready to go for the conference championships. So we're going to be holding some people out and doing maybe an event or two less, just working on fine-tuning a few things, and then we'll go into the championship ready to load people up and see what we can accomplish.
All right, it's awesome. Thank you for joining with us.
Thank you.
Sophomores Hannah Wappes and Austin Roberts join us. Can you give us an update on how the outdoor track and field season has started for both of you?
So far I feel as if it started for me pretty well. Each week I've been pretty consistent in things I've been doing. I also feel as if I've put myself in a good position coming in conference week to go out there and win. So yeah, I feel like I've been pretty consistent.
For you?
It's gone really well. I think as a team it's been really cool to see how everyone's improved a lot since indoor, and just how much everyone's growing and how we're growing as a team. So that's super exciting leading up to conference.
Okay, so what are each of you focusing on as you move toward the HCAC championships next week?
Like Coach Cash said, I'm focused on staying healthy as much as I can, because like right now I have tweaked my hamstring, so I'm focusing on staying healthy and working hard while staying healthy. So, yeah.
And I think that goes for all of us. I mean, we're just trying to make it through these meets right before conference and stay healthy, stay on track, and do everything that we can to make the team better. So.
All right, well, thank you for joining with us and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are headed out to Gratz Field for our weekly highlights segment. It was a busy week for the MU baseball team as they played 5 games in 6 days. The first matchup of the week, MU took on Indiana Tech and fell to the Warriors 8-4. Bluffton University visited MU on Wednesday and ultimately split the series by score lines of 11-8 and 6-2. A rainy Sunday afternoon saw Franklin defeat the Spartans in a pair of matchups with scores of 18-7 and 20-2. The Spartan softball squad also had a handful of HCAC contests this past week. The Defiance College Yellow Jackets defeated MU 4-3 and 6-3 on Wednesday. Later in the week, MU was able to bounce back as they visited HCAC rival Anderson. The Spartans came away with 8-0 and 3-2 victories. MU's men's tennis program was also in action this past week. On Wednesday, Defiance College visited campus and were defeated by the Spartans 8-1. On Friday, the Rose-Hulman squad visited and ultimately defeated Manchester 8-1. And on Saturday, Spartan fans saw the team come away with a 6-3 victory over Franklin College.
Now it's time for the Spartan Show MVP of the week. Our MVP is sophomore track and field athlete Hannah Wappes. During the 2018 Little State Championships at DePaul University, Wappes was able to outrun her opponents in both the 800 and the 1500 meter events. Hannah swept the events with times of 2:19.76 in the 800 and 4:52.62 in the 1500. Hannah was honored as Athlete of the Meet. Congratulations, Hannah.
First-year golfers Cody Loucks and Dillion McFaddin are now on set with us. Gentlemen, how has your experience with collegiate golf been so far?
Well, mine's definitely been an awakening, just because balancing being a student athlete with all my classes that I have, since I'm a biochem major, it gets hard.
I could say the same thing. It's not as hard because I'm a business major, but yeah, overall it's just being balancing between those two things.
Okay. With the 2018 HCAC championships coming up, is there anything you're focusing on individually to improve your game before your first conference championships?
Mine's definitely putting. I struggled with putting the past few weeks during tournaments. It's not where I want it to be. Just my short game in general.
Overall, I think the team overall needs to work on putting. Not going to bash anyone, but for me personally, accuracy, my iron shots are not very well right now, and striking the ball consistently.
Okay. Best of luck with the rest of the season, and thanks for joining us.
That'll conclude this episode of the Spartan Show. We'd like to thank our guests for joining us. For updates on events, news, and scores, be sure to follow us on Twitter at MU Spartans and visit our website page at muspartans.com. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. To watch our latest video, click the box here. To subscribe to our channel, click this circle.